I'm Jacques de Ville, the Dean of the Law Faculty at UWC. The faculty is proud to host this online postgraduate event to honor our postgraduate students, specifically the achievements of our master's and doctoral students. The Law Faculty in 2024 had around 3,200 registered students. Of these, 145 are doctoral students, 430 are master's students, and 175 are postgraduate diploma students. Postgraduate teaching and supervision takes place in the 4 academic departments, the 4 centers, and the De La Omar Institute. Our staff members who teach in the postgraduate program and who supervise, as well as staff in the faculty office, work very hard to motivate and support our postgraduate students in completing their degrees and diplomas. This event is also a celebration of these staff members, as well as a thank you to them for their dedication and hard work. Thank you for watching and enjoy the video.
Good day. Biniam Dawit Mazmur is my name. I am a professor here at the University of the Western Cape Faculty of Law. I am the Deputy Dean for Postgraduate and Research. In fact, I've been in this role for the last 8 years. I actually came to UWC 19 years ago. I was a very wide-eyed young man, 22, 23, and I came here to do my postgraduate studies. I graduated with my master's, continued with my PhD. I finished my PhD. I started teaching part-time here at UWC. And then in 2014, I took a full-time post. And since 2017, I've been the Deputy Dean for Postgraduate and Research. Today, I'm going to organize my thoughts around 5 points. The first one is congratulations. One of my favorite sayings is the one that says, the only place where success comes before work is in the dictionary. So congratulations are due. You've earned your stripes. And we're very, very excited that you have graduated with your postgraduate degree from our faculty, the Faculty of Law here at the University of the Western Cape. The second point that I want to speak about is the importance of postgraduate studies in the knowledge economy for the 4th industrial revolution that we currently operate within. At a practical level, we often say, postgraduate education prepares students for careers in research, innovation and knowledge transfer, and most postgraduate students enrolled for master's and doctoral degrees, for example, contribute significantly to research outputs of universities they are affiliated with, and so forth, so forth. But studies have also shown that holders of postgraduate qualifications make good captains of industry, technical leaders, managers of complex systems, community builders, and thought leaders in their respective fields, and obviously the law is no exception in this regard. So the government of South Africa, different governments throughout the world, are emphasizing the important role that postgraduate studies, including in law, actually plays. The third point I would like to emphasize is the fact that we offer very competitive and diverse programs. For example, at the PhD level, we have specialization areas in comparative labor law, comparative constitutional law, criminal justice, environmental law, human rights protection, law, state and multi-level government, mercantile law and transnational criminal justice. A similar level of competitiveness and diversity of options exists at the master's level, in labor law, in mercantile law, criminal justice, international family law, and international trade. In fact, in the last 4 years, we've been lucky enough, with the support from the university leadership and government, that we have offered some academic bursary opportunities in few specializations. These specializations that we have offered bursaries for include comparative constitutional law, corporate law, environmental law, legal pluralism, tax law, and transnational criminal justice. The fourth and equally important point that I have the privilege to talk about is the fact that the types of research that is being conducted at the postgraduate level has grown in its timeliness, in its significance, but also in its quality. I have seen research, for example, on the implications of load shedding, on cybercrime related issues, coalition governments or governments of national unity, which is a very timely issue in the year that we are in climate change areas, for example, on conference of parties negotiations, the notion of just transition, the regulation of AI, the regulation of cryptocurrency. These are not just blue sky research. that is being done, these are also issues that have impact in the communities that we actually operate within. In fact, in the last few years, as far as the research that is being conducted at the faculty is concerned, I have had the opportunity to witness some growth in interdisciplinary research, multidisciplinary research. That again is something that we're very proud of as a faculty, given the fact that our research area is not just only expanding in scope and timeliness, but also it's improving in terms of quality. The fifth and last point that I would like to emphasize revolves around support. Your success, our success, depends to a certain extent on the kind of support that you have here at the faculty, but also at the university. There are a number of examples of that. For example, to enhance the postgraduate throughput, the faculty appointed Dr. Mubarak Suleiman as a mentor for master students in completing their outstanding theses. Emeritus Professor Julia Sloos-Nielsen continues to act as a mentor to faculty staff pursuing a doctoral degree. The faculty further continues to provide financial support for editing of student theses. The faculty hosts every year a biannual doctoral colloquium, which helps not just only with the quality of the doctoral thesis, but also helps to ensure a good throughput at the doctoral level. Again, congratulations, and those that have just completed their masters, some of you, we look forward to having you as doctoral candidates. As a faculty, we're managing to expand postgraduate access. We are focusing on quality, and the degree that you get from UWC Law makes you more fit for purpose. Thank you, and have a good day.
Good day, everyone. I am Professor Ricky Vandrach, the HOD of the Department of Mercantile and Labour Law. But I'm also privileged to be the coordinator of a very special LLM program. This is the LLM in International Trade, Business and Investment Law. This is a unique program. We only offer it every second year at UWC. It's offered on a full-time basis, and students have to be on campus for in-person classes, at least for the first 6 months of the program. During this 6 months, the students are exposed to lecturers from across the world. We have representatives from the World Trade Organization, the World Intellectual Property Organization, the World Bank, international universities, trade practitioners, all people who are specialists in their field. Because they work in these areas, they bring a level of knowledge and experience that the students cannot obtain from merely being lectured to by university lecturers. So we try and give the students as broad an exposure as possible and allow them to build networks, not only with their fellow students, but also with these practitioners from all over the world. This provides them with a unique opportunity to potentially apply for internships, jobs, etc. at international organizations, including also Afrixim Bank, where Dr. Inga Kameni, one of our alumni, is also working. The students we select for this program are the best from Africa, and many of them have gone on to complete doctoral studies, some here at UWC and some at universities in the UK, etc. Many of them are lecturers at universities across Africa. One is in actual fact the Vice Rector at the University in Malawi, Dr. Sundu Madise. They are working at the UN, working at the World Trade Organization, and they have made a great impact already in their different fields. So we do encourage students to actually apply for this, but only again for 2026. Similar program is offered at the University of Pretoria next year. We have an agreement where we rotate the intakes between the two universities. Now, since December 2023, we've had a number of students graduate from this program, and it will also be my privilege then to congratulate those master students who succeeded in completing this degree, and also later on a doctoral student who completed his doctorate in record time. The following students graduated from the LLM program International Trade, Business and Investment Law since December 2023. Lambert Lugunia, cum laude. Congratulations, Lambert, very well done. The following students graduated in September 2024. Natasha Chiswa, Amy Fisher, Nombuso Msibi, Esther Mutoni, Mwape Simalambo, Jill Sinyoki, an all-girls graduation. Congratulations, ladies, you make me very proud. I also wish to congratulate Tinaka Rundaba, who completed his LLM in Mercantile Law. Congratulations, Tanaka.
Good day, my name is Angela van der Berg. I'm an Associate Professor in the Department of Public Law and Jurisprudence. I'm also the Director of the Global Environmental Law Center, also affiliated to the Department of Public Law and Jurisprudence. At the GELC, we strive for globally impactful research and teaching in areas related to the environment and sustainability. We do this from a domestic or South African perspective, an African Union or regional perspective, and also as it relates to these issues in the international law arena. At the Global Environmental Law Center, our research links to law and issues related to climate change and sustainability, biodiversity, ecosystems and oceans, reimagining the architecture of environmental law and governance in the Anthropocene, human rights in the environment, and the rights of animals and nature in the context of constitutional and environmental legal texts. Students who enroll for a degree at the Global Environmental Law Center can specialize in domestic South African environmental law and governance, international environmental law, climate change law, or rights of nature and animal rights. We also offer a short course on constitutional law and nature, and in April 2025, we're going to establish the African Hub for Animal Rights Law. As Director of the Global Environmental Law Center and as a postgraduate supervisor at the center, I would like to extend my heartfelt congratulations to the following two students. The first student is Mr. Liam Leach, who wrote on the pursuit of Sustainable Development Goal 7 through South African environmental law. The second student is Ms. Celine Doak, graduating with distinction. She wrote on a commercial ostrich farming, a critical analysis of South Africa's flightless animal welfare and well-being legislation. We are proud of you and know you will fly the UWC flag high, and we wish you all the best in your future endeavors.
Welcome everybody to our postgraduate event where we celebrate our wonderful postgraduate students that have done well. I am Dr. Tinashe Kondo, Senior Lecturer in the Department of Mercantile and Labor Law, where I teach competition law at an undergraduate level as well as the postgraduate level. Our competition law program is one of our flagship programs where we are able to demonstrate the interdisciplinary nature of competition law, exploring other relevant areas such as intellectual property law, cyber law, data protection law, human rights, amongst other aspects. This is a very important program that is able to bring together students from all walks of life, students that are in practice, students that are in policy, students that are in government, amongst other different types of areas. Today we celebrate 3 particular students that have done well in this particular regard. The first student is Faisal Idris Sheikh, the second student is Ashley Makore, and the third student is Dr. Cliff Lewis, that have all done well in the Masters in Mercantile and Labor Law. I would like to congratulate these students and I wish them well on their particular journey. Thank you, everyone.
Good day. I'm Karin Chinian, a senior lecturer in the Department of Criminal Justice and Procedure in the Faculty of Law. I'm privileged to participate in the faculty's postgraduate program as a supervisor of master's and doctoral candidates. I've witnessed the benefits of the postgraduate programs, particularly in the process of students completing their theses. Students improve not only their knowledge in a specific area of the law, but they engage in higher order critical thinking and analytical skills. This in turn makes postgraduate students more confident as they enter the job market. And of course, it increases the employment options available to them after graduation. Most of all, completing the postgraduate journey provides one with a sense of pride and achievement. I traveled this journey with 3 of my master's students who graduated in September 2024. I'm honored to introduce them and the titles of their theses. Ms. Kirby Malgas wrote a thesis entitled Evaluating the Effectiveness of the South African Criminal Justice System to Prosecute Homophobic Rape. Ms. Taryn Scalz completed her thesis with the topic The Effect of Corruption on the Human Rights of Refugees in South Africa, while Ms. Shante Williams wrote a thesis entitled Conceptualizing Homophobic Rape Against Homosexual Women as a Hate Crime. Congratulations, Kirby, Taryn, and Shante. I salute you and all the 2024 Masters and Doctoral graduates.
Hello, my name is Anthony Diala. I'm a professor of law and the director of the Center for Legal Integration in Africa. I also coordinate the new Master of Laws in Legal Pluralism and Family Law, which the center recently started. Now, this program is unique because it recognizes the problematic relationship between African customary laws, religious laws, and state laws in South Africa. Now, state laws are the survivors and remnants of the laws imposed by European colonialism on South Africa. And the relationship between these legal orders is problematic because of the differing origins of indigenous African laws, as well as the industrial origins of the imposed European laws that are now regarded as state laws. This relationship is very significant for legal harmonization on the continent as well as for global migration. So students who partake in this program can expect to benefit from a body of world-renowned experts who convene this program. They will be able to learn about issues that affect cultural pluralism in South Africa, and they can expect to chart careers in academia or in government justice departments or in international organizations such as the African Union, the United Nations bodies, and all bodies that are interested in issues affecting global migration, cultural pluralism, and generally cultural diversity across the world. So the program is structured into 2 broad groups. One is the normal LLM by research, and the other is the LLM by dissertation, taught LLM structured program in which students choose 2 modules and then write a mini dissertation. The following students graduated from the center. A master's degree student, John Kunyuk, examined Muslim family law and judicial protection of women's rights in Kenya. He is joined also in December 2023 by fellow Kazi Mbanza, who looked at the inadequate representation of female attorneys in the legal profession in South Africa. In April 2024, Kelebogile Aplain graduated with a Master of Laws with a thesis that looked at variations in the adoption of children, African versus Western jurisprudence. And in September 2024, Petula Zakata looked at the risks and benefits of the eradication of African customs by modernity. The Center for Legal Integration in Africa is proud of these student graduations and wishes them the very best going forward in their academic and work careers.
Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Kimberly Ludolf and I supervised Mr. Shane Hull alongside Professor Brighton Mapangavanu for his master's thesis that he completed with us in the field of corporate law. I would like to congratulate Shane Hull for a well done for his thesis. It was a really good thesis, and I'm pretty sure that it will open up many opportunities for you, Shane Hull, if you're listening to this going forward. I'd also like to briefly just speak about the benefits of a master's program and say that at UWC we've got different modes of master's programs. We've got the full thesis type, we've got the mini thesis type, which is the one that Shane did, and then we also have the other one where you do 4 courses and a research paper. So the benefits of doing a master's, it's far-reaching. We are speaking about expanded career opportunities, networking opportunities, and it also sets you apart from the rest. As you know, there will be many students, LLB graduates, that will go into the world of work, and having a master's just gives you that little bit of something extra to put onto your CV. So once again, to Shane Hull and to all of the other masters and PhD graduates, congratulations and all the very best with the future. Thank you.
Good day. My name is Wendell Norkia and I'm a senior lecturer at the Department of Criminal Justice and Procedure at the Faculty of Law here at the University of the Western Cape. Our department offers a master's and PhD program in the area of specialization, criminal justice. Our department also offers 4 modules, namely international anti-corruption law, international anti-money laundering law, punishment and sentencing, and lastly, constitutional rights and criminal justice. Some of the benefits to doing the master's and PhD program is that you can enter academia, you can specialize in various areas of the prosecution service, as well as become an expert in criminal law and then also practicing as a defense advocate or a defense attorney. You can also join non-governmental organizations as well as government departments. I want to congratulate one of my master students, Ms. Sipesihle Kati, who graduated with a master's degree in December 2023. I was the supervisor of a master's thesis. I want to wish Ms. Kati all the best with her future endeavors. Thank you.
Hello, my name is John McEe and I'm an associate professor and director of the African Center for Transnational Criminal Justice, Faculty of Law, University of the Western Cape. Our center, the African Center for Transnational Criminal Justice, was originally established in 2008 in collaboration with the Faculty of Law at Humboldt University in Berlin, Germany. The center was then known as the South African German Center for Transnational Criminal Justice. The center was re-established in 2021 under its current name. And the center offers postgraduate programs, specifically specialization in transnational criminal justice at the master's level and at the doctoral level. Our graduates have gone on to work at different institutions, both in the public sector and the private sector. They're also employed in international organizations, multilateral organizations, regional organizations, in government departments, ministries of foreign affairs, as well as academia. They also serve as a private consultant. I would therefore like to use this opportunity to congratulate recent graduates from the center. Congratulations to Mr. Badewa Adeyemi Sahid and Mr. Gilbert Ewe, both of whom graduated with master's degree in December 2023. I would also like to congratulate Ms. Abdasalam Haji Musa and Mr. Mulba Fokba, both of whom graduated with master's degree in April 2024. My congratulations would also go to Ms. Makone Tinashe, Ms. Morake Relafasene, Ms. Shegofatso Mumba, Ms. Nduvuo Chikota, and Mr. Tembani Lucius Mbadlayana, all of whom graduated with LLM and MPhil in Transnational Criminal Justice in September 2024. Congratulations to all the students who have made the center proud, and I would like to wish you all the best in your future endeavors.
Good day, my name is Jonathan Fissa. I'm a professor of law at the University of the Western Cape. I am also the research chair of constitutional design and divided societies. I teach comparative constitutional law, constitutional design and divided societies, 2 modules that are offered at the postgraduate level. I also teach advanced public law at undergraduate level. I teach and research in the areas of constitutional law, human rights, more specifically looking at the design and operation of constitutions in deeply divided societies. I'm joining you today here to congratulate Mr. Abdullahi Abdul Kader, Mr. Sinozuko Juta, Mr. Fatswa Kamushinda, Mr. Lubabalo Ncholo, Mr. Siboniso Shabangu, and Mr. Wandile Saba on receiving your master's degree in comparative constitutional law. This is historical, as you are the first group of students to graduate from our specialized master's program in comparative constitutional law, a program that exposes students to the comparative world of constitutional design and operation, allows students to learn about the experiences of constitutional democracies around the world, and prepares students to deal with, explore constitutional issues across legal systems. Congratulations again.
My name is Professor Mupangavanu, and I am a staff member
here in the Law Faculty at the University of the Western Cape. We do offer a postgraduate program, which is very important in the sense that a student is able to do either a master's program or a master's degree or a doctoral degree. A doctoral degree is very important because as a student, you are required to make an original contribution. This makes it important because one would always want to ensure that you don't just do research, but that you make research which is going to make an impact. It also allows you to specialize in your area of interest. At UWC, our doctoral program also has got a component which requires a student to present their work. We refer to this as the doctoral colloquium, and students are required to present twice each year. This is important because it helps the student to get feedback from other experts in the field apart from their supervisors, and it also helps students with networking. I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate my student who recently graduated with a PhD, Dr. Tsotetsi Makong. His thesis focused on assessing the implementation viability of the Abuja Treaty in establishing the AEC, which is the African Economic Community. All the three examiners for Dr. Makong passed his thesis and were convinced that his thesis made an original contribution. So once again, I would like to say well done to Dr. Makong, and I wish him well for his future plans. Thank you.
Good day. My name is Professor Patricia Lenahan, and I am a member of the Department Mercantile and Labour Law at the Law Faculty of the University of the Western Cape. It has been my privilege to oversee master's and doctoral theses over the number of years that I have been with the department. My areas of research and interest is regional integration as well as international trade law, and these two areas dovetail one another very nicely, particularly now with the emphasis placed on the African Continental Free Trade Agreement that is currently operational, as well as the economic benefits and developmental opportunities that trade can bring. It is my privilege to congratulate a PhD candidate of mine today who graduated at the April ceremony with his doctoral degree, Dr. Jean-Bertrand Azapmu. His thesis investigates the regulatory framework for corporate social responsibility in African regional trade and investment agreements. It proposes an alternative approach to enhance corporate social responsibility effectiveness in Africa, aimed at boosting corporations' contribution to inclusive and sustainable development. He combines both mandatory and voluntary elements, which he claims lack a strong foundation in Ubuntu, and he proposes a solution termed an Africanized approach to corporate social responsibility, in which he integrates Ubuntu to strengthen corporate social responsibility provisions aimed towards inclusive and sustainable development in Africa. I congratulate these candidates. Thank you.
Good day, everyone. My name is Dr. Nkanyi Swesibanda. I am a law lecturer at the University of the Western Cape. I am in the Department of Private Law, where I teach law of property, land law, as well as a master's module in land law as well. My research interests are in law of property, labor law, African customary law, and law of contract. And if you are interested in pursuing research studies under any of those fields, you are welcome to contact me. I also want to take this opportunity to congratulate two of my doctoral students. The first one was Dr. Kirsty Morgan, whose doctoral thesis was in private law. Her research project was on analyzing the transfer of ownership in the case of suspensive installment agreements, and she was looking at whether a causal or abstract system was better suited for the South African context. My second doctoral student that I also want to congratulate is Ms. Jean Keraka, now Dr. Jean Keraka. I co-supervised her with Professor Viljoen. Her research project was on assessing the adequacy of government trusteeship as a tool for attaining sustainable development in community land management, and she was focusing on Turkana County in Kenya. So again, I invite anyone who may be interested in pursuing any postgraduate studies, be it a master's program, PhD program in law of contract, customary law, law of property, or labor law, please get in touch with me. I'll be happy to chat with you. Thank you.
Hello, it's Prof. John Mark E. again. This time I would like to tell you about the PhD programs that we have at the African Center for Transnational Criminal Justice. I'm here at the African Center for Transnational Criminal Justice. You can apply and pursue either the PhD or the LLD. The PhD is specifically for applicants who do not have a background in law or come from sister disciplines like political science, international relations, and the like. The LLD is for applicants who have LLB and a Master of Laws background. And you can write your thesis in any of the areas in which we have colleagues with expertise to supervise candidates at doctoral level. At this stage, I would like to congratulate one of our PhD candidate who just graduated in September 2024. Congratulations to Ms. Hakiran Segal, who completed her doctoral thesis and graduated in September 2024. The title of Ms. Segal's thesis is Restorative Justice and Victims of Sexual Violence, a critique of the victims' participation scheme under the Rome Statute of the International Criminal Court. Congratulations, Dr. Segal, for a well-written thesis, and I wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Thank you.
I'm back again, as indicated earlier, to congratulate a doctoral students from the trade program. Albert Chris Puja enrolled for the LLM in International Trade, Business and Investment Law in 2020 during COVID. He completed that degree with honours, in other words, obtained his degree cum laude. Albert then proceeded to enroll for a doctoral degree with co-supervision between myself and Professor Vivian Lavak as main supervisor. Albert was a star student. He completed his doctoral degree in 2 years, which is the minimum time that a doctoral student may take to complete his degree. Now, we don't award cum laudes for doctoral students, but if we did, Albert would have obtained a cum laude because he did obtain his degree with the best possible results. In other words, his 3 examiners, none of them who are internal or know him at all awarded him a 1, as we call it. In other words, none of them required him to make any corrections or changes to his thesis in order to obtain his degree. So in the doctoral world, that is what we would call a cum laude, although it is not indicated as such. Albert, you make us incredibly proud, and we are so happy to be associated with you. Albert, you will also see later on, because he will tell you more about his experiences in the International Trade Law LLM program, so that he can convince you, hopefully, to apply for this program in 2026. Well done, Albert.
for having me. My name is Albert Puja. I would say my journey in the Law Faculty of the University of the Western Cape came about in 2020 when I came to undertake the specialized Masters of Law program in International Trade, Business and Investment Law. It is one of its kind on the continent. I was drawn and attracted to be part of the program because of the very detailed scope of the program. In the course of the program, we had the opportunity of having some of the very renowned practitioners as well as leaders in different international organizations coming to teach us. The depth and scope of the program is something that one cannot find the right words to actually capture or cover. We did things across different fields, and one of the key interests or one of the key parts of the program that I loved so much was the diversity of my class. We had people from different African countries being represented in the class. So as one would imagine, if you're in such an LLM class, you would not only learn about your jurisdiction, but you'll also learn about the legal system and the legal practices in other jurisdictions. And in addition to that, the program did have an international law perspective. So beyond what happens within the domestic domain or the regime, we also did learn about international law as they relate to issues of business, trade, and also investments. As I mentioned, I did complete my program in 2020. I did enroll for the program in 2020, and I then subsequently graduated in 2021. And because of the richness of the program itself and also my performance in the program, I was able to then enroll for a doctorate degree. And because of the quality of the education I did get in the course of my master's, I was more willing to do a doctorate degree here at the University of the Western Cape. And in 2020, I enrolled for my Doctor of Laws program at the faculty. And I'm also happy to have graduated from the program in April of 2024. I would say that both the master's degree and as well as the doctorate of laws degree that I did here at the University of the Western Cape has blessed me in many ways. As at the time when I was doing my master's, I was working with a law firm back home, and many of the learning points that I got in the course of doing the master's, I was able to apply them while working virtually for the law firm. Then apart from that, I also had the opportunity in the course of my doctorate to be part of the co-authors of a book that was edited by the DVC academic with the name of Professor Vivian Lavak. And I would also say that in the course of my PhD, I had the opportunity of participating in a scholarship program that was that involved writing about something that has to do with trade. And as one would imagine, because of the quality of my lecturers and everything that I learned, I did actually win that particular scholarship. What is very fascinating to mention about the scholarship is that it had entries from students across the globe, and a student of the University of the Western Cape emerged as the winner of that particular competition. Also, as I recently did complete my doctorate, I have had the opportunity of joining to become the faculty member of the Global Center for FinTech Innovations. I would say some of these opportunities that have come across my way have been in some way, not just in some way, in many ways linked to both the knowledge and experience and everything that I gathered in the course of my master's program and as well as my doctorate. Currently, I do privately consult for firms that are in the financial services space, especially those dealing with issues regarding financial technology. And I would want to say that everything that I have done from the course of my master's and my doctorate are very, very much interlinked. In the course of my master's, financial technology was one of the things that emerged that we were taught. We thought about different technologies and how they are regulated, not just within the context of the financial sector, but very generally. And when it was time for me to come up with the doctorate topic, I did look back at what I did in my master's and the program the learning from the financial technology component of the master's then formed the basis of my doctorate thesis, which was looking at also how financial technology is regulated. And as I did mention, I'm now also a faculty member of the Global Center for FinTech Innovations, which is in Canada. And also, as I did mention, I also now do consult for financial services firm, financial technology startups that are also into financial technology. So from all of this, it's very, very clear that my study for the Master of Law programs as well as the doctorates has really given me the solid educational foundation. It has also provided me with a network, not just to build my academic profile, but to also channel all that I have learned to my professional life. So I wouldn't mince words in saying that the best university I can recommend to anyone looking to do a master's or a doctorate is the University of the Western Cape. Thank you.